thank you, Erin, for sitting down with me.
Well, thank you.
We're here at the AgSmart show. It's also the 50th anniversary of the Field Crop Development Center.
Yes.
And the first year that the field day is taking place at AgSmart. As the business development lead at the Field Crop Development Center, or the FCDC, could you tell us about your role and how you contribute to the overall objectives of the FCDC?
Sure, absolutely. Business Development Officer role is actually a new one for FCDC, and it is something that we really needed. Part of my job here before, I've worked for FCDC for the last 10 years already, and I've always been involved with commercialization of our new varieties, helping get them out to seed companies once they are developed and registered. So that is part of this role as well. So it's a big part of how we contribute. Another part is working on project proposals, funding proposals, that type of thing. A large part of the time that I spend with FCDC is focused on that.
So the Field Crop Development Center plays a crucial role in ag research and crop improvement. Like I say, it's the 50th anniversary of the FCDC. It's the first year that the field day has been held in conjunction with AgSmart. 3 years ago, FCDC joined Olds College, so lots of milestones, partnerships formed. Mm-hmm. How do you facilitate those partnerships in the ag industry here in Alberta?
We work quite extensively with other research groups within Western Canada, around the world as well. It's important that we keep very close collaboration with other groups. We are all stronger together when we work together. We're always looking to partner with organizations on our research projects to gain from their expertise and their experience as well.
Now, the Alberta ag industry faces a ton of challenges, like any province's ag industry. How does the FCDC really tailor its business development strategies to address the specific needs of the ag community here in Alberta?
So since FCDC transitioned to the college in 2021, Olds College has implemented a strategic plan for us. That was one of the first things that the college did, was go out, talk to our stakeholders, and come up with drivers for where FCDC needs to be focusing. That was one of the first things that happened in that first year. And since then, we have developed very targeted business plans as well, with very specific objectives in that. And following the business plans, we have just recently completed a science plan, which lays out the methodology, the details of the science to actually accomplish what's in the business plan, what's in the science plan, what's in the strategic plan as well. And throughout that process, we do keep in touch with our stakeholders. The science plan, we did send it out for peer review to make sure that to get other input from people in the industry that work in those specific areas, to make sure that we are on target with this. We are going to be setting up a strategic advisory panel as well, which is going to be providing advice, and it will be industry representatives to, again, make sure that we are on track. Breeding is a long-term game. It's not something that you can respond to a change the next year. The varieties that we are crossing right now aren't going to be available to be licensed for nearly a decade. And then it's still a few more years after that before they roll out to farmers. So it's important that we have that industry, that producer feedback to make sure that where we're going is where we need to be, because it is a long ways into the future.
And, in terms of where you're going, where you need to be, like, in terms of that science plan, can you give us an idea of what's in that and, like, what some of the big timelines are? Where are you going and where do you need to be?
Sure. Yeah, the science plan was developed with 2030 in mind. So it sounds a long ways away, but it's really only about 7 years. And we do have some very ambitious goals in there. One of our biggest goals is that we want to be recognized, acknowledged as a center of excellence for barley and triticale breeding. So that means a modernized, highly efficient breeding system that is hitting all of those targets that we need. Another one of our goals from there, from the science plan, is to have FCDC varieties grown on the majority of barley acres in Western Canada. And that is a lofty goal. That's a big goal to reach. But with the material that we have coming up, with the changes that we're making at FCDC, with our strategic focus, our refocus, if you will, the changes that we're making even at the farm level, with the operations side of things, modernizing and everything's looking at efficiency, I think that is an attainable goal. It is a lofty goal, but it's an attainable one.
Like you say, it's not easy, but when you're raising money and things like that, it must be difficult. But when you have that vision for the long term, and you seem really passionate about what you do, I imagine it makes things easy. And how did you get into this whole agriculture, plant breeding thing? What got you interested in this in the first place?
I sort of fell into it, actually. I came through the crop science program at the U of A, and honestly, I didn't even really know that there was a plant breeding program in Lacombe, but there was an opening, and I took it. And the thing that I've really liked about working at FCDC is that we do have a good group of people, and there is a lot of passion for what we do. And I think our move to the college as well is a great one in that sense as well, because Old College is so focused on not just being part of the agriculture industry in Alberta and in Western Canada, but driving it forward. And I think AgSmart is a perfect example of that. And it's so easy to get excited when you're in that type of environment.
Before I let you go, this is the first year that the field day, used to be the Lacombe field day, is now part of AgSmart. What's the biggest benefit of that for you?
I think we are going to reach more people here. We would have a really good turnout in Lacombe for sure. And I think this is a slightly different audience. This is all of AgSmart is focused on technology. And I think being at AgSmart, it's helping show that technology that goes into variety development and it goes into seed, and that seed is in fact technology. So we have our plots here, we have other organizations have crop plots here, and you can see more of the value of technology from the whole seed value chain, that there's a lot of technology included in this seed that a lot of people don't even necessarily think of.
Yeah, it's kind of the start of everything. As they say, everything starts with the seed.
Yes,
so.
yeah.
Well, thanks for your time, Erin.
Thank you very much.